everybody, this is Sarah, and today I'm going to be making a card for the challenge that I started over on my blog called Shape Card Sundays. And yes, it is Thursday, and I'm just now getting around to my card. But nonetheless, here we go. So the challenge this week is called Button Up for Fall, and it's the theme is to make a the challenge is to make a fall-themed shape card using a button. So I will put a link down in the description box to my blog if you'd like to play along. Every other Sunday, normally, I will be posting this challenge on my blog. For now, it's just for fun and inspiration, but maybe one day we can do prizes. Anyways, let's get started. I'm making a leaf-shaped card, and I'm using the leaf from the Doodle Charms cartridge. It's on page 115, and I sized it at 5 inches. I welded 2 together in my Gypsy, and cut it out of Paper Tray Inks craft cardstock. On the inside, I've already stamped it with "Hopefully This Season Leaves You Happy," and that's from one of the brand new Scrappy Mom sets, Pick of the Patch. Really cute fall and Thanksgiving sentiments on there. So there's my card base, and then I went ahead and cut out another one for the top of it, and then I've cut out this is the shadow, I forgot to mention. I cut out the regular layer out of some green cardstock, and I ran it through my Cuttlebug Victoria embossing folder. I love this one. It's one of my favorites. And I have gone around and inked everything with Chestnut Roan ink from Colorbox. Okay, so let's get started on assembling the card. I'm going to go ahead and adhere my top leaf first using my ATG. And I'm also going to stick some glue around the edges. I also wanted to show you, after I inked the edges with this ink, I just lightly ran this finger dauber over the embossing with the ink just to kind of bring it out a little bit better, make it look a little more distressed. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is I have some seam binding ribbon here from Liz's Paper Loft. And her seam binding ribbon comes straight like this, and then to get it crinkled, you just get it wet, and then you crinkle it up in your hand, and then I dried it with my embossing tool. And I have it in these 2 fun fall-y colors, and what I'm going to do is tape it to the back here, and I'm going to do it kind of down a little bit because I don't want it showing on the back of my card where the stem of the leaf is going to stick out. Okay, and now I am going to tie a bow, and the great thing about when you're using crinkled ribbon, for me anyways, is I don't really need my bow to be perfect because it's all crinkly, and it's better when it's messy, right? I'm just going to play around with my bow a little bit. You know, I said I didn't care if it was messy. I just want it to be a little more even and not quite so big. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I've cut a little tag from Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More, and I cut that out at 2 inches, and using this sentiment Grateful from the Scrappy Mom set, A Holiday to Remember. This came out last year, has Christmas, fall, and Thanksgiving sentiments on it. I am going to stamp Grateful on my tag using that chestnut roan. And then I'm just going to go around the edge of the tag. Okay, now I'm going to take some baker's twine that I got from Paper Tray Ink. Put it through my little tag. And then I'm going to tie it to my bow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card base, and when I am adhering my top layer to my shape cards, I try to remember to always put my adhesive on the actual card base instead of the layer, because this part is going to stick out the top, and I always end up putting adhesive where I don't need it. So I've tried to get in the habit of always putting it on the card base. Okay, press that down. Okay, and then just our last step is to add our button. And I've got this kind of greenish, it's like a greenish yellowish colored button. And I'm going to go ahead and stick some of that same twine through it. I cut way too much. Okay, I've threaded my twine through my button. Now I'm going to grab a glue dot. And I just like to cross my little twine down into that glue dot. And then I'll trim that off. And then I'm just going to stick my button right down in the center. And that's my pretty simple little leaf shape card for today. It's Grateful on the front, and then hopefully this season leaves you happy. Okay, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you can play along in my challenge. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.